Hey everyone, as always, thank you for tuning in. So today I'm going to do a video on two breathing breathwork techniques that really helped me when I started in the beginning stages of breathwork. There are a few other ones that I will do videos on, but I think that if you're beginning to and starting to do breathwork, I think that this is a great place to start. So a few things before we get started. I like to do breath work right when I wake up in the morning. Usually I'll tie it in with my meditation. Usually it's before my meditation, I'll meditate, and then I finish up with another breath work, another one right after that. These are great to do maybe morning and evening or afternoon and evening, whatever you are, if you're either an early riser or more of a night owl. So something to keep in mind, why breath work is so important. So what it's technically doing is it's calming down your nervous system. And especially with everything that's going on right now, this is a great tool to use if you're feeling really anxious, if you're feeling really uneasy or not grounded, whatever it may be. So there's actually, if you look at it more scientifically, there's you have your vagus nerve, which is in the back of your throat, and it actually kind of branches out throughout your face, all the way down through your thoracic, all the way into your diaphragm area. And by calming this and by controlling this and kind of bringing it down, it's calming down your nervous system, and it's actually slowing down your heart rate and your blood pressure. It's bringing it down, and it's how you can kind of regulate your body, and this helps a lot when I'm feeling really anxious. So this is why I really like it. This is also a great way to ground, because you are focusing on, if you look at more of a spiritual side, your breath is your life force. It's the prana. It's how you continue on day to day. And when you focus on that, you're bringing yourself back into your body. You're connecting your mind by focusing. You're bringing it back in with your body as you breathe, and your spirit can then kind of step forward a little bit more and really kind of shine forward versus that ego, right? Because that ego is that mind that we're trying to control and trying to just kind of release what it's telling us. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is just 10 deep breaths. They're deep belly breaths. I love this particularly if I'm feeling very anxious, because it really makes you slow down and really quiet the mind. So one thing I want to point out is, first, let's start. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just gently close our eyes, and we can just kind of bring our awareness to where our breath is at the moment. So if you just close your eyes and just take note of your breath and turn inward a little bit more, see how your breath is. If it's more shallow, if it's more in your chest, if it's a little bit of a deeper breath. If you're feeling your abdomen expand as you're breathing, just kind of take note and just take another few moments here to just kind of center yourself and kind of touch base with where your breath is right now. So we can just kind of calm everything down a little bit before we begin. So the reason I love this breathing technique, as I said, is it really helps me to calm down an anxious mind. When I have an anxious mind, obviously my body becomes very anxious. So what we're going to do is we're going to be inhaling through our nose, and we're going to exhale through our mouth. And the important thing is the difference between a more of a chest breath, more of an upper respiratory, versus that deep belly breath. So if you actually place your hand on your abdomen, and if you inhale and exhale, and if you notice, you can see my hand moving on my abdomen. So we'll do it again. Inhale, exhale. So notice the difference between that breath and one that is more up in your chest. You can get more control and you can get more energy flow through if you do that deep belly breath. When I do the deep belly breath, I'm connecting deeper within myself, and I'm slowing down much more than just in the chest area. So what you do is you do that 10 times. You go inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And both times your abdomen will be moving. So with this one, I do 10 times in, 10 times exhale. You can do this up to 3 times a day if you want to do it in the morning, afternoon, evening. If you just want to do it once a day or twice a day, whatever works in your schedule. Again, this is a great way to connect with yourself and to kind of slow yourself down. So the next breathing or breath work that I do is called square breathing, or I think it's called like 4x4 breathing as well. So basically, similar movement with inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, but what we're going to do is you're going to almost imagine like a square. So you're going to inhale for 4 counts, you're going to hold it for 4 counts, you're going to exhale for 4 counts, and then you're going to hold it for 4 counts. So this is a great way to, again, calm down the nervous system. I like to do this actually after my meditation because I feel like it actually deepens my meditation. It deepens that stillness, that quietness that I kind of find after, during my meditation and then directly after. So I like to finish up with this one. And then that right after I finish this one is when I'll actually journal. So I'll kind of show you what this looks like. So place my hand on my belly again. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to exhale. And then hold it. So inhale for 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 4. And hold it for 4. So sometimes I will go through this maybe 5-10 times. Honestly, sometimes it really just depends on where I'm at that day. If it's more of an anxious day, I will maybe focus more on my breath work versus my meditation or my journaling. Again, it's talking about that energy flow and really listening to your body and listening to what it needs. You know, something that I learned in yoga is your body knows what it needs. It's already doing everything that it needs to. It's silencing the mind that's covering that up. So again, the beauty of this is it's quieting that mind down and it's allowing you to listen internally to what you need. So you can do this 3 times, you can do this 5 times, you can do this 10 times, whatever it may be, is what is right for you. So listen to that inner voice. So again, the first one that I talked about was the 10 deep breaths. You can do that once, twice, or 3 times a day. I usually begin with that in the morning because it really centers me and brings me back into my body. Then I will meditate, and then I finish up with this square breathing, which is the one I just showed you. So you inhale for 4 counts, you hold it for 4 counts, you exhale for 4 counts, and then you hold it again for 4 counts. And that is 1. So if you do that maybe 5 or 10 times, you'll really notice the difference. And the important thing when you do finish with the breath work is to really hold the stillness that directly follows it. So even after you finish your breath work, as your eyes are still closed, as you finish your breath work, if you just sit in the stillness and you just allow to kind of come up what needs to come up, and just kind of listen and kind of pay attention to what you need. That might even be a good time to then continue free writing or journaling, or you know, if you're looking for clarity or direction, whatever it may be. So I hope this video helped. Again, these are 2 great ones to just kind of begin with, to kind of start with, and then I will continue on with a few other ones that I do love that take a little bit more consistency and practice, and these really are like the gateway, at least for myself. These were really the gateway to kind of help open up into other ones that I was then ready for and prepared for and things like that. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped, and have a good day as always.